So guys, in today's video, we are going to be showing you how to do soya milk from soya bean. That is soya bean juice from soya bean. Today, we are going to be using the mini slow juicer and also the blender to show you the difference. The reason why we are doing it so that you know which one is best to use if you want to do it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, invite your friends and family to follow us for more. So the first thing you want to do is steep your beans overnight. After you've picked the soya bean, you steep them to remove the excess urea from the beans. Then now you boil it and allow it to cool after rinsing it. Then now you can move next on to getting your different things you need. Now for this one, due to what I want, I'm going to add extra milk, and this milk is condensed, sweetened milk. And also I can add juice, extra juice today to give flavor because I don't have those artificial flavors. We have ghost town where nobody goes out or in of the town. So we are just indoors, and I decided to do this today. You can use any extra flavors, or you can also use natural fruit juice if you have any. But avoid using citrus fruit as it has a lot of acids and would denature the protein in your soya milk. All right. And also we have two blenders there. One is a slow juicer and the other one is the blender. Now, first of all, we started with the slow juicer and we poured the soya bean. What you will notice from this encounter is that since our soya bean does not produce much water, it will not be able to sieve very well. So it will not be able to juice it very well. It is good if you want to do this one, if you want to try this one, just steep your soya beans and do it raw instead of doing it like this, so it will not yield anything. So we moved to the blender. And of course, in soya bean, every part of soya bean is very important, both the chaff and the juice and whatever. So it can yield more juice than you think, depending on how you are going to do it or how you want to make your juice. So this is one of the differences with soya bean. With other fruits, it is easy to use the slow juicer, but with actually soya bean, it's not good to use the slow juicer except your bean is fresh and you've not cooked it. So we went into grinding it. We had to put the soybean, add water to it, and of course, we use a blender. And in this video, my younger sister is helping us to do this video. So please, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us for more. After you're done blending it, you blend it to a smoothing. It should look smooth in your eyes. And then you can go to the next step, which is actually sieving. Now, this next step is one of the strenuous steps in the whole of this soybean business, because that one requires strength. It's not technical know-how. It requires you to strengthen it. Make sure you blend your soybean for it to be a little bit more, how they call it? It should grind well before you go into the sieving stage, because you don't want to miss any part of the soybean, as it is very important. So the next step is to sieve the soybean. After you've put it inside the pot, also you add water to it, because now it depends on what you want to do. And remember, the kind of sieve you use for your soybean will determine the kind of output or outcome you're going to have from your sieving process. Because if you use a very fine cloth, of course, you know that the pore size determines what is going to pass through. If you want to do soy milk like very light, make sure you use a cloth that is has small, very tiny pore sizes, that you have the watery part. Although the thick part will be there, but the watery part will conquer more. If you want something that is very thick, use something that has a smaller pore size. So just sieve the chaff, especially if you want to do soybean, something like ice cream kind of flavors, or you use something that has not too small pore size. It's going to help you. Then now you put it inside the cloth and you squeeze, and of course the soya milk is going to come out. And the next stage is you have to heat this soy milk. After you're done, this is where the work is, because you have to be very careful. The cloth must be clean, in good hygienic conditions. As you're seeing in this video, my younger sister could not do it, so I had to give her a helping hand in doing it. We make sure that we wash all of these things that we are using here, even the cloth we are using to actually squeeze the soya milk from it. So when you're done, you transfer it to a bowl. It depends on if you want to do it at that time. Maybe you don't have gas or whatsoever, so you can put it like that, and of course put it in a refrigerator if you want to. Or if not, so the next process is actually to pasteurize it directly. Now, it is safe to drink this soybean like this because, number one, when you drink it like that, the bean has already been cooked and everything is fine. But if you want it to be thicker, you need to go to pasteurize it. Pasteurize it just like pasteurization of milk, which means that you have to boil the milk or the soya milk to a certain temperature before you start adding. Now, that is to kill bacteria and also to evaporate excess water that you put in the point of when you're squeezing it, so that the excess water will evaporate and then you can get what you want to get. Even the chaff that has come from the first pressing, you still have to repress it again to get more soya milk for yourself, because it is highly nutritious. Even the chaff can produce a lot of soya milk that you can use. All right. So when you're done, you pour it into a pot. If you want to do it at that time, then now you can go to the next step of pasteurization. So when you're done putting it inside the pot, and please, it is important, continue stirring gradually. At this stage, it will be boiling and foam will be coming out, so you can push the lid off. So you have to leave it open so that it will not overheat, and then you keep on doing what you're doing. You can add your milk, like I told you in the video that we are using condensed sweetened milk to add a little bit of sweetness into the soybean, and to also add milk at once because it needs to have that milky taste. It depends on what you want to do. Some people in this stage, what they do is they add sugar, or they add Ovaltine or any cocoa product to give it that cocoa flavor, or they go for cocoa flavor itself. Anything you want to do works. It depends on what the flavor you need at this stage